He's going to come talk about tools of investigation. We have all lined out here.
Right.
Thanks, guys. My name is CJ. I'm going to talk about the equipment that we use. First off, I want to mention real quick on demonic that they're really, really rare. Do we ever run into this type of hauntings? Real rare. Okay, commonly used equipment. What's our first equipment? Okay, digital cameras. What I prefer to use is a digital camera that's actually has a hard drive built in because it allows you to easily access the video recordings later on for review. I didn't put this on there, but also I like to use an IR light with these as well because it adds additional light to the already built-in night shot because you're obviously filming in the dark. This is about $350 is what they run, but you can also get, like I say, the mini DAPS ones that have the cartridge a little bit cheaper. But I prefer digital because it makes it easier to record and review the evidence later. Next is digital voice recorder. There's several different types available. These are both Sony's. Again, I use digital because it allows you to review the evidence later easily. They come in many different shapes and sizes. They even have the old tape, where you can hit the play and stop on them. Those will work as well. These run anywhere from $50 to up to $150, depending on how many gizmos and gadgets you have on it. This is used to record your sessions if you're doing an EVP session. When you're asking the direct questions that we were mentioning earlier, it allows you to record that and go back and review it. Again, digital makes it easier to review later. K2 meter. Okay, this is what Tanya was mentioning earlier. What this does is this is basically detects EMF fields, electromagnetic fields. And what it's supposed to do, or what you can use it for, is whenever you have an entity, which is, the theory is that it goes give off electromagnetic fields, and this will pick it up, and what it allows you to do is if you are in direct communication with the spirit, you can ask them to come close to this device, and the theory is it will light up because they're close to it, and you can have yes or no questions back and forth or asking them to either light it up one or two times. These are about $50, I think. I think they're on back order, actually. Last time
no, they've just come out with 2 new models.
Okay, so you can actually get these now pretty easily. Oh, this is another one. This is a same types of theory with this one, but this is analog. Has a little dial on it that allows it a little bit more accurate settings than just this. This you can actually see where the needle can sit on with the dial. Has a nice little light on it too.
One of the differences between the analog and digital EMF, like CJ was showing there, and the K2, is the K2 kind of acts like an electronic Ouija board more than anything. It gives you yes and nothing answers. If you want to do yes answers only. But that's the reason why we use it. I mean, like you might get kind of confused about it, but yeah, you got to kind of back it with your regular analog or digital. But yeah, that's what we do.
Right, and it also allows you to get a base reading. So like if you come to an area that's got a fuse box and this thing's lighting up on a fuse box or a light or a light socket or a light switch, that's going to give off high EMF, so you can determine, okay, that's not paranormal, that's natural EMF that's coming off of something electrical or a conduit or such. Thermal, we don't have one of those. Thermal FLIR camera, those are about $20,000 for the nice ones. But they would be, those are great because, like it says here, you usually detect the different temperatures and anomalies that you can't see with your normal eyes. Because there's also, why you want to use this is because spirits are just said to give off cold and hot spots depending on certain situations. And obviously you can only feel it with your hands, but if you can actually document it using a FLIR camera, just backs up any activity that you may be experiencing at the time. Full spectrum camera. Another one. Again, this is another expensive item. We don't have one on the table, but it allows you to get a view or a picture of the entire visible light ray, outside the visible light ray, light spectrum, such as infrared and ultraviolet. This allows, again, similar to the thermal camera, it'll allow you to see things that you can't normally see with your eyes. And those are real expensive. I think they're like around. You could actually make one yourself if you wanted. But they're like around. I guess you could $5,000-$10,000 around there. And then your senses. Obviously, every time you walk into a place, I don't use it all the time, but I like to go on my feelings. So, like, if I walk into a place and I have my hair standing up on my arms, and you got a thickness in the air, and sickness, or feel nausea or dizzy, those are good things to associate with paranormal activity as well. So you definitely want to listen to your body, listen to what you have.
Not all people are sensitive.
Well, yeah, that's
to
true.
Paranormal activity. There are some people who are more sensitive to things than others. And it's like CJ.
Me, I am not sensitive to anything. I could walk. Yeah, I have never. And for the record, thanks, Tony, for mentioning this. For the record, I have had nothing ever happen to me, but everything seems to happen to everybody else. Right. It's like anytime I'm around, nothing happens, but then when I'm not around, everything seems to happen. I don't know what that deal is on that. And we've had several. Real quick example: we did an investigation at a house in Irving, and Alan is standing in the closet. He goes, "Yeah, I feel cold. I feel cold." I go, "Get out of the closet. Let me step in and feel this." And I step in, and I'm like, "I don't feel nothing. Nothing happened to me at all." Thanks a lot, Alan.
I mean, I'm standing there and I've got goosebumps up my arms, my shoulders.
Right.
I'm like, what? I got the temperature reading, like.
Right.
And that same investigation, we had somebody for the very first time investigation that actually felt something twice and kind of claimed it as being somebody else in the group.
Yes.
And yet you have not felt anything.
I have not. Right. Something else happened. Something happened to somebody else, but not to me.
But we have caught EVPs of you in the room, though.
Well, that's true. Right. They have caught EVPs, which we didn't hear at the time, but when we go back and play it, we can hear me talking and somebody else disembodied. I keep saying that. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry.